Hi guys, welcome back to yet another video. My name is Martin. I'm filming this in my storage unit today, Saturday morning. I got some books in the mail. I've been winning auctions recently, and I've been stockpiling these auction wins, and I've finally asked for them to be posted in. And here's a bit of sticky tape on the table. Don't know what that's doing there. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah. And so these shipments have been coming in. I know I've got one more shipment coming in on Monday. Don't you hate it when you like have an eBay win or an auction win, and then you have to wait the weekend, and you know something's going to arrive, but you have to wait till Monday? Ugh, just the worst. So anyway, I've got these books, and I'm ending on a key issue. I was so happy to get this key issue. Word of warning, it's a little bit not safe for work. So if you have any kids watching this, maybe just tell them to leave the room, and then once I show it, if it's good, bring them back. It's not that bad. Now, the first issue I want to show off is issue 121 of Power Man and Iron Fist, part of the Secret War 2 storyline. And this was a Power Man and Iron Fist auction. So they had nearly every single issue on. Well, actually, it was a. No, it was an auction, and I bid on a fair bit because I'm trying to fill the run, and I have like a vast majority of this series. The Hero for Hire series is a little bit sparse, but I didn't win any of those. This is the only one I won in that auction, but I will take it because this series ended with issue 125. I think the print run was quite low, but in this we have a character called Captain Hero, and it's this kid, and I think he has a terminal condition, but he has the ability to turn himself into this big hulking hero, and yeah, his name's Captain Hero, and yeah, it was just a kind of a play on Captain Marvel, Shazam, and I thought it was done very well. But yeah, I haven't read this yet. I will get around to doing that soon enough. Next up, we have War Machine issue 16, and I just loved this cover, this patriotic cover for the US, and we have War Machine just looking heroic and stoic. This series, though, I think, look, and I'm just these are just my personal points of view. There's too much exposition. There's too much dialogue. Um, they should have just let the artwork tell the story, and we should have just had a little bit more fun with this series. But I do have a fair bunch of these issues. I just don't have every single issue. Maybe one day, but we will see. I mean, it's easy to get because those issues are fairly cheap. But I do have a run of Weapon X. So these next few books are Weapon X. We have issue 16 by Frank Thierry, and I think it's Staz Johnson on art duties. But as you can see, we have Wolverine with his flannel, well, kind of flannel shirt on. He's ripped a little bit of it. It's flannel, mate. What are you doing? You don't rip flannel. Anyway, yeah, just a bit of fun with Weapon X. We have issue 18. I don't know who this guy is. If you know, put down in the comments down below. Now, I do know who this guy is. This is issue 20, and this is Sauron. Now, I saw this in the auction, and I went, yes, I know that guy. And I've seen this cover before, but I did not buy it. Stupidly, is that a word to use? Stupidly, stupidly, I didn't buy this off the shelf, so I had to buy it after the fact. But yeah, whenever I see Sauron on the cover, I am tempted to buy it because I do like pterodactyls. And lastly, for Weapon X, we have issue 21, and I think this is Weapon Zero, Maverick, maybe. I do not know. I do not know. So I will have to read it to find out. But if you're familiar with this series and you want to regale me, please put down in the comments down below. Now, I've got 3 more books to go, and I have issue 2 of Web Spinners Tales of Spider-Man. I have the first issue, now I have the second issue. I think this went for like 20 issues or something like that. Some issues are harder to get than others because there was a very short-lived Spider-Man cartoon that came out when this came out, and he had a different costume. He was in a different universe, and that issue, the first appearance of that costume, was in this series, and yeah, so it's a little bit harder to get. I do have it, but I don't have the entire run. Yeah, I read the first issue not that long ago, and it's all about how Mysterio and Spider-Man kind of knew each other before they were heroes and villains. It's an interesting take. Visually, it's different, but I think after the fact, now that I've read it, I can appreciate it more. I think when this came out, it was a bit too, I'll say, jarring in terms of artwork for fans to really get into it. But now that I can see it much later, I can kind of appreciate it for what it is. And it is Paul Jenkins on writing duties, so that's an instant buy for me. The second last issue is issue 17, and I've still got sticky tape up here, which I've got to take off. There we go, that's off. Yeah, okay, so Tom DeFalco and Ron Friends and McLeod. I don't know the first name of who McLeod is, but he's the inker. And we have, as you can see, Silver Sable and Spidey in the black suit. So that's kind of fun. Admittedly, I'm not a huge fan of Tom DeFalco's Spider-Man books. I find them to be quite wordy. But Ron Friends I'll take every day of the week. He does some solid work. So visually, I know I'm going to have fun with this. And I'm going to put that aside. But the key issue I wanted to show off, now I bid on this and I got outbid, so I bid again, and thankfully I won because I knew who outbid me, sorry mate, I'm glad I got it, because I kind of wanted this. Now it is a little bit not safe for work, just in terms of the name of the book, but I hope you get a bit of a chuckle about this because it's very silly. It's this issue. It's not Conan the Barbarian, it's Gonad the Barbarian. I showed it to my sons and they didn't know what Gonad was. Now, here in Australia, in the 90s, we had this comic strip that was in all these surfing magazines. It was called Gonad Man. And I'd love to have met the guy who drew Gonad Man every month, but it was a strip of this guy who just wanted to surf all the time, and he had these big gonads. It was so stupid, but it was so funny and silly, and I think that's the aspect I have to take with Gonad the Barbarian. As you can see, it's part 1 of 4. It's from Eternity. Now I think Eternity got a cease and desist from the Howard estate, saying nope, you cannot do that. That's the story that I have in my head. If you know better and you want to tell me, why is there no issues 2, 3, and 4? Why is there only the one issue? I'm thinking it's a cease and desist. Cease and desist? Yeah. I'm laughing so much just from the silly name that I can't think straight. Anyhow, that's the video for today. This is the comic. This is the key comic that I wanted to show off. If you know anything more about this or any of these other books and you want to tell me, please put that in the comments below. What did you think? Ah, boy. All right. Sometimes comics are just fun. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking with me, and I'll catch you at the next video.